It is obviously no secret by now that I love short course trucks. I love the scale realistic look of them. I love the body roll as you're going around corners. As you can see by a couple of the bigger ones, I definitely don't enjoy cleaning them, especially the inside. All that dirt and stuff gets flung up through the tires, but these are all of Arrma's short course trucks that they make, including what this video is about, the new Arrma Mojave Grom. Starting over here, this is the 6S Mojave. Big, beautiful, heavy duty 6S basher. Next to it, we have the 4S Mojave. Was one of my favorite short course trucks to date, especially one of my favorite Arrma releases in the last couple years. Next to that, we have the Arrma Sentin 3S. Over from the 3S, we have what this video is all about, the new Arrma Mojave Groms. Again, you can see I've been beating the snot out of one of these, and I loved it so much that I had to pick up the other color. Grabbed this one over at RC Madness in Enfield, Connecticut, and I actually picked this one up over at RC Excitement in Fitchburg, Massachusetts. I'll leave a link to both of these hobby shops down below if you're in the New England area. Now, don't be fooled by the size of these little Groms that Arrma keeps coming out with. They are actually built really, really well. And I'll show you here, they're going to that clipless design. There's two buttons on the side here. Push those in and the body should come right off. Now, I do want to talk about that clipless design later on in the video, but speaking of the body, you can see here it is super rigid. It is very thick plastics and it's well built, and those fender liners and this kind of built design that they have keeps a lot of the dirt and debris out of the center area. It does kind of gunk up around the outside, but the electronics were kept very clean when I ran it on the beach. No issues there. Even though Arrma does have multiple Grom designs out right now, each car is a little bit different. You can see here this one has the extended side skirts here to hold the body in place. The electronics are going to be all the same throughout the Arrma Grom series. And it's pretty well built. This one actually has the metal differentials in it. I believe the V1 Typhon that they came out with did not have that, as well as the Granite Grom. I think all future models are going to come with those V2 differentials in there with the metal gears inside. We do have a small little brushed motor here with a nice heat sink on it. They do provide a fan that is going to keep this cool, even though it's kind of blocked off by the body here. But then we're moving up to the 2S 2-in-1 ESC receiver combo that is screwed directly onto the servo there. To get this whole unit off, you do need to take out the two screws on the bottom, and this whole little unit here will come out. The tires on this one are pretty cool, and they definitely look a lot similar to the other Mojave designs. They do not have a foam insert, and they are kind of a very firm rubber material, almost like a plastic, but they do hook up great on dirt and sand and stuff, and they're actually really fun on asphalt as well. You'll see here later on in the video. We do have oil-filled shocks front and rear, dog bones in the rear, and CVDs up front. What I really like about these ready-to-run platforms that Arrma is coming out with is that they come with everything you need right in the box, everything down to the AA batteries that you put in the remote. They come with a charger, and they also come with the Spectrum G2 smart batteries. So all you gotta do is plug this into a USB outlet in the side of the wall with the provided connector, and this thing will charge up no issues. So if this is your first RC car, you don't have to worry about getting a charger or any expensive remotes or anything like that. Everything is included right in the box. Comes with the standard SLT2 remote. You'll also get this little accessory kit that comes in the box. I think that's enough talking. Let's get this thing out on the backyard track. I want to show you how well this thing hooks up, and it's the perfect size. Since the last time the backyard track was shown on the channel, I changed it up quite a bit. Changed the layout, put some AstroTurf over the jumps to kind of fill in those gaps. And it's pretty much the perfect size for these cars, and it was another one of the reasons why I bought 2 of them in case someone comes over. Not that anyone wants to run RC cars with me, but in case they do, I'll have 2 of the same cars and we can kind of do like a little race. And as you can see there, it's like the perfect size for this track. These tires are already worn down a little bit, but it still really hooks up. It's great for that kind of dusty dirt. I do have some roots and stuff, but it just barely makes it over that. I could put those jumps a little bit closer. It makes that one perfect. And it's plenty fast for the backyard. These things go about 20 miles an hour right out of the box, and they're just really, really fun. And it's so much easier to grab one of these little ones than to grab a big car, wait for the battery to charge. I kind of just have these things charged all the time, waiting to go. On my lunch break, I'll come out here. Oop, got a little bit of a kick up there. On my lunch break, I come out here and just rip a pack. They're great. They tear it up. They have awesome body lean, just like the big brothers. Drifting around turns. Hit the brake in the air if you need to. They fly great. Honestly, this jump is honestly probably a little too big for it. This big one over here. Can even switch up the layout here and just kind of do an oval with a big jump. Perfect landing there. I didn't even talked about the price of these yet. These are about 150 bucks, which I think is great, especially that it includes the little smart charger, the smart battery, batteries for the remote even, tools, all that stuff. For 150 bucks, you can get a couple of these and just have a real blast with them. Again, I brought mine to the beach and it was turning heads all day at the beach. People were coming up to me, people were taking videos and pictures of it. I even had a few people come up and say, man, I wish I brought my RC car to the beach. I didn't even think of that. There it is. Whew, just barely made that one. Now, as I was mentioning in the unboxing part of the video, running this thing in dusty, dirty conditions is fine. I had this issue at the beach, and I start to have it sometimes in the backyard. Just be on the lookout. Sometimes dirt gets into that clipless body system where the little spring holds the body into the chassis, and dirt gets in there and then the body will pop off. So if you have like a little brush or even like canned air, that should alleviate that issue. So just something to be aware of. You could honestly tape the body if you wanted to, just for a little extra reassurance, but that was the only issue I've had with these cars. If you really beat on them, you might blow out a differential or something like that, but this thick, hard plastic body seems to be pretty bulletproof. It holds the car together. It takes a brunt of the... It takes most of the crashes and bashes. Even if you run into a tree or something, it's gonna hit that front body and you're not gonna break anything too much. I haven't had anything break on it. And even if stuff does break, parts are relatively cheap. Considering this is a $150 car, you shouldn't run into breaking the bank with them. plenty of people are running these brushless. They're turning them into brushless cars. Me personally, I think I'm gonna keep mine bone stock. Maybe I'll get a third one and turn it into a brushless vehicle, but I see no need for extra power, especially around the backyard track. Well guys, I think that's gonna wrap it up for me. This thing is a blast on the backyard track. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll see that I've been running it at RC Madness on the asphalt, and this thing is a ton of fun there too. The body roll, everything. This thing handles just like the 4S and 6S Mojave, and I can't get enough of it. It looks great, it drives great, and the price is right. So if you got an extra 150 bucks lying around, go pick yourself up one. If you got a little bit extra, go pick up two. Give one to a friend and just have a really good time. So thanks again for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.